Hello everyone, welcome to Just Spirit It. Thank you for joining me. My name is Elizabeth, and today I am doing a collective guidance reading for the energies of this week. So starts from the beginning, middle, and end of the week. I am using the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland, as well as the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland to clarify, for clarifiers. So we'll just get started. I hope you all are doing well. So I have 4 cards up here because one extra one wanted to come out. So I'm going to use that one as a spiritual guidance or just for more information. So the first card that we have, and this is for the beginning of the week, we have Let Go. Let Go. The middle of the week, Synchronicity. End of the week, You Are Not Alone. And the guidance is Just Ask. Alright, y'all. So I'm really getting the sense that a lot of us, that we've have a lot on our mind. And these may be weighing heavy on our mind. We may even have our hands full with just this situation. It's not an easy situation. I feel like for some of us this may have started, or something had happened in the beginning or in the fall time. So around August, a little bit before or maybe after, really getting August, but August to November, I feel like. So something may have happened where this has caused you a lot of grief, a lot of stress and anxiety. I feel like getting choked up. So these are feelings that get so much at some point. Like they just come up and like climax really, really high. And then like you're going up and down on a roller coaster. But these feelings really get you choked up. And I'm feeling like this may have been a traumatic situation, or just something that has either hurt you or has really affected you, where it's just constantly on your mind. You may be having a hard time moving forward. I feel like this is not only causing you physical like holding you back from moving on, but also maybe causing you physical illness. I also feel that you're emotionally drained. And this is really weighing on your spirituality. I feel like you're just have your hands out and like, what now? What do I do now? Or maybe feeling like lost, or this is what you have to deal with. This is all you have to deal with, or all you can deal with at the moment. And energetically, it's really clogging you up. This is really taking up a lot of space, and it's causing a lot of blockages in your energetic space. So I'm really feeling that Spirit is is helping you, is guiding you, is trying to get through to you. I feel like your intuition, it keeps, you know, those, you know how I said your feelings go up and down like a roller coaster. Well, that the times where it's when you're at a more when the feelings aren't so intense, I feel like spirit, your higher self, your intuition is giving you signs or nudges to, and just giving you signs and sending you love to help you through it, to try to get your attention, to, you know, see through this, to get through this, to open back up that connection, to free you from this. So that's what's going on in the beginning of the week. I feel like you're just coming down from this intense feeling, and at the beginning of the week, that is when spirit is trying to get through to you. So keep that in mind. If you do feel like you're in a space where either you are, you know, getting your mind off of it, it's not, you're being distracted by something else, or, you know, something else can catch your attention, then really think about that. Think about, really feel what is underneath all that, what your inner self is trying to get your attention. You know, like really feel the feelings underneath all of that, how you are feeling. So by the middle of the week, spirit is really picking things up, in a sense. You may think it's just coincidence, but it is. Your spirit, your spiritual team, maybe even past loved ones that are really sending you synchronistic signs. This can be in the form of just things happening one after another. You seeing, butterflies, or just something that's not usually, something that catches your attention at the moment, that's not usually something that you would pay attention to, or something that maybe isn't supposed to be there at that certain time. Maybe somebody says something and it brings back a memory, or, just makes sense to you, or you see something. So if you catch yourself, if something calls your attention and you catch yourself in a moment where you have to, like, double think or double take, or look back at it twice, or, just think about it again, then really try to see what the underlining meaning is. Or maybe it's just going to be, at this point, I feel like it's just going to be like, here, like, this is what it is, and you're going to get it. So I really feel like they're at that point now. You really are at a point where you are needing, where you're seeing the guidance a little bit more clearer, and they're really connecting with you. They're trying to really show you signs to help you to see other ways to try and let this go, to try and overcome it, to try and heal, or just to try to face it. I mean, depending on what it is, it can take a while, it can take a long time, but just know that it is possible. And once you start clearing the smog, seeing through the clouds, pulling back the layers, you will find clarity. They're really trying to help you. So by the end of the week, I feel like you are going to start to recognize this. Something's going to happen where you're just putting it together. A new sense of hope. Just realizing that And Spirit also wants you to know that you are not alone. You are never alone. You were never alone. Even when you were going through that, before you were going through whatever happened, you were never alone. They are always guiding us. Spirit is always sending us signs before things happen. We just have to learn how to hear, first of all, pay attention, and also accept. You know, that's a big part of it. Accepting what is given and also what we create, because once we have that faith and trust and acceptance, we start to co-create our life with Spirit. You know, we have, first of all, a right, and that's what we're here for, to create the kind of life that we deserve, that we want, you know, for our highest good. I have to always say that, because, you know, that can be taken out of context. So, yeah, you're going to, you know, you're really going to get that sense that there is a new hope and there is a way. And yes, it may take some, you know, take some time. It was, you know, your feelings are valid and whatever you went through, but, you know, you still, Spirit is asking you to, you know, let go and take back control of your life. And I understand why this card wanted to come out with this reading with these other cards, and it's saying Spirit, your spiritual team, your past loved ones, ancestors, whoever you call upon to love and protect you, they are asking you to just spirit it. And all that means is just ask. Just ask. They are there. They are always connected with you. You are always connected with them. Anytime you need anything, no matter how small or how big it is, they are there to support you. They are there to help guide you. You have to make the decision ultimately. You know, this is your life, our life. We are the ones, we are the spiritual beings here in the human form, experiencing a human life. So it is up to us, and we have free will, so they never tell us what to do, but they are always here to support us, love us, and protect us, and lead us to our, you know, help lead us to our greatest and highest good. And, you know, they can't stop us from experiencing life or experiencing whether it be joys and however we want to experience it, or things that are not so joyous, however we experience it or want to experience it in some cases. So yes, call upon them. All you have to do is just ask, really feel it from your heart, or if you feel like you don't know how, you know how. And in that moment, when you feel it, you will understand, and you will automatically feel it. Everybody has their own way, in just spiriting it, you know, and just asking. So whatever way feels, you feel called to do it, to ask, to, you know, to connect, that is your way. Yes, so, wow, I don't even think I need clarifiers, but I will pull a few cards from the Psychic Tarot deck just to see if Spirit has another message or more information for us. This is a beautiful message. It's a deep message, but it's very healing and very organic. I mean, I feel like a lot of us are going through this, and it can be in any situation that has touched us in this way, that has really impacted our lives. And it's not up to anyone to judge, you know, if it's not as bad as some would think, or or you shouldn't, don't worry about if they think that you shouldn't be acting this way or you shouldn't be feeling this way. It's your feelings, your life, and how you were affected by it, and you and spirit and your spiritual team and your loved ones, past loved ones, are the ones that have to, they can help heal you, and you're the one ultimately that has to heal. So it's all how you feel and how you want to experience your life. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just those are just words coming out. So all right, let me see. Just shuffling here and asking Spirit if there's any additional information or any more messages that we need to receive at this time. Oh, there goes one. What is it? And this one is, it is in the emotions suit. The green border is emotions. In the traditional tarot, it is the cups or chalices, and this has to do with emotions, emotional situations, and this is number 1, love begins. So I really feel that what this card is pertaining to, what Spirit is sending us, is that love begins at any time and in any state of being. You can choose love even if you are at your lowest point. You can turn around or look up or whatever. You can choose love and love will begin. You don't have to go through, even though we go through healing, love begins at that point when you say it, when you think about it or feel it. Love can begin at any point, and that's what it means. You don't have to be healed, and it helps to be healed and happy. Like, love will, once love begins, then you will start, then sometimes love has to begin in order for you to heal. So allowing yourself to realize that, allowing yourself to let in and see ways different, see things in a different light. It all begins with us. So once we allow that in, it's going to begin and take its course. It's going to begin and take its place. It's going to begin and everything's going to come together. So I really feel that it's all in our power, and Spirit is, in these moments, in these kind of situations, Spirit is there at the forefront. And, whatever it is, if you, if you are in a state and so let's just say when you're in a state of sadness and you recognize or all of a sudden see a sign or a synchronistic event, and at that moment you have that spark of hope, you have that spark of realization or that spark of happiness, or even a memory of the love or of a past time that has made you happy. In that moment, that's when love begins. And that's when you have the choice to that's when we have the choice. That's when it's up to us to allow it to flourish and open ourselves up to love and the higher vibrations. And then that's when it starts. That's when it takes off. But, it may seem like it can never happen when you are in a sad or in a state where you just can't see love in any kind of way. But that is why we have these signs. That is why we have our spiritual team. That is why, Spirit sends these synchronistic events, whether it be somebody say something or you hear something on TV or on the radio. It just happens. It's just like that. And love can begin at any time. So I really feel that this week is going to be one of those weeks where, lives can change. Things can really change. And that is very special, especially when you've been, especially when you've been through things that have made you feel like there was no hope, or, that really blinded you to life. I really feel that, love is coming back in. Life is going to stream again. And you're going to find your way. It's going to be happy. So it's just all about allowing it and really taking those chances, taking those moments, taking those signs, and really trusting them. And little by little letting go. And knowing that you are never alone. And asking whenever you feel alone, or whenever you need help letting go, or whenever you get a sign, ask them, is this what you're trying to show me? Are you sending me a sign? And then sure enough, another one will come. But you have to be open to it. You have to be open to it so that way you can see the signs. So that way love can begin. That is so beautiful. I really hope that you resonated with this message. I hope it made sense to you. I hope that whoever needs it at this time, I'm sending you a lot of healing and a lot of love, a lot of faith, love and hope. And for those who may not need it at this time, maybe at another time, or maybe you know someone that needs it, feel free to share it. If not the video, then whatever you learned today. So yes, thank you for joining me. May you receive this with lots of faith, love, and hope. And remember, just spirit it. Just ask. Thank you.